What is up, my homies? It's your boy Evolve Games here, and today I am back with another zombies video. But today it's not going to be your normal zombies video where I go around shooting little freak bag motherfuckers. This time it's a little bit different. This time I'm going to be talking about Black Ops 3. What? What the fuck is he talking about? Black Ops 3 ain't out. Alright, Sharquisha. Oh, that was racist. I'm sorry. Oh, half my friends are black. I swear I'm not racist. Anyways, oh god, this. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's great. Anyways, so what I'm talking about is the perks that are gonna return in Black Ops 3. The perks that should return in Black Ops 3. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they should bring back the original 12. Now, for those of you that don't know, now I'm gonna go on a little bit of a spiel here. Oh god, I hate pronouncing that word. But for those of you that don't know, at E3 they had this new perk. Now we don't know if it's a new perk or it's just something they just had because, you know, fuck it, Treyarch, we're gonna troll you because we're Trollarch. And it's called Widow's Mine. Now we don't know what it does. It's gonna appear in what we think it's gonna appear in the Shadows of Evil, the new zombie map. And I have a lot of things to talk about Shadows of Evil. This is gonna be kind of a long video. Just bear with me. I don't really know how long it's going to be right now, because of course I'm recording it, but whatever. So we don't know what Widow's Wine does, but what I'm thinking it could do. Now here's my two things that I'm thinking it could do. Prediction 1, it could, there could be a part of a map where you get, like, poisoned, and for those of you that don't know, a Black Widow, it was referencing, I'll try and put a picture of the Perk logo. Oh god. Sinuses on the screen. If I can't do that, I'm sorry, you'll have to look it up. But Widow's Wine, the picture is a picture of a spider, and for those of you that don't know, a Black Widow is seen to most people as like one of the most poisonous spiders there are. And so what I'm thinking it is there's like probably a part of the map where it could poison you, sort of like in Balls, what's that map called? Moon, or yeah, I think, or Kino, when the little Nova 6 crawlers explode and they leave that little cloud of gas. Well, I'm assuming there could be a large portion of the map that, like, has that. Maybe on the way to get to Pack-a-Punch or something, I don't know. And then my second prediction. Now, that prediction right there was from some other YouTuber. I can't remember right now. I can't remember exactly who it was. There's been quite a few videos on this already. But, the other prediction that I have, I'm sorry if I make this noise a lot. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But the other prediction I have is maybe when you knife or melee. I don't know how to pronounce it. I say melee, whatever. A melee. Anyways, that was terrible. I'm sorry. I should probably go kill myself. That's not a funny joke, by the way. I try not to be offensive. But the other prediction is, like, if you melee. Stab a zombie, like maybe they'll get poisoned and over time they'll die, so it would be like this really overpowered perk. But depending on what round it is, like say somehow you're some hacksaw and you get it on round 1, well, I mean, it's a one knife on round 1. Say you get it on round 2, okay, and you like knife them once and maybe in a couple seconds they'll die, but if you're on a really high round, you knife them once, it takes a couple minutes for them to die. Just like the more rounds you have, the more time it takes for the poison to kick in and kill the zombies, but it would be pretty useful. Now, second thing I want to get into here is the new zombie boss. This new zombie boss, I don't even know what to consider it. It's not a zombie, it's like fucking Cthulhu coming up in there trying to rape your sister. Oh, that's disgusting. God, I gotta think about some of the things I say. But let's see. So it's like, it's this big thing. If you haven't seen the reveal trailer, I'll try and put a picture of the zombie boss in here, but once again, I'm not that good at editing my videos, so don't judge me if there's no zombie boss or perk logo. It's this big Cthulhu, like, Kraken-ass looking thing. Not Cracker-ass, he's not white, he's, like, green and gray. But, Kraken looking thing. And it comes in and it just tries to wreck your day. It looks like the hardest boss. It looks harder than Brutus and the Panzer. It looks like Brutus and the Panzer just had sex every single night. Just made this super child. And it's like, of course, they're family, so it's all mutated and everything. God, what is my problem? Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. So you got that zombie boss, and I'm really interested to find out what it is. Now, this information right here comes from a former Treyarch member on Reddit. If you haven't seen the post on Reddit, I'll put a link in the description. Under, like, it'll probably be the last thing in the description. You go check that out for the Reddit post. That's pretty cool. But on Reddit, it was a post. Now, I'm not gonna read the whole thing to you, but pretty much what it was saying is the Shadows of Evil is going to be larger than Green Run. But of course in Green Run was a humongous map, people. Green Run was gigantic, but problem with Green Run is most of the map was like, you didn't want to go to those parts of the map because you had the denizens and the fog, and it was just the most annoying thing in the world. And God fucking transit. You can go jump in a lake. It probably wouldn't do anything though. I mean, you're just that bad, you'd probably poison the lake. If you ever seen the Simpsons movie, it would be like that. You know, makes it black. Oh, shit. Where am I going with this? Ah! I remember! So, it was like, so... Damn, what was I talking about? Alright, I'm sorry. I do the live comms. I never, like, Damn, this is hard. Where was I? Hold on. Alright, right. Shadows of Evil is gonna be bigger than Green Run, but the best part is, it's gonna be all accessible. There's not gonna be like denizen parts where you go in there and you're taking like a chance with your life. You got the little denizen bitches that are gonna jump on your face and like face fuck you. You don't have that. The whole map is accessible, and which is really cool because that means it's gonna be the biggest map to date. And I'm assuming that all the perks are going to be spread out. I know you can go and do multiple buildings. Like, I know when you play, like, Call of Duty multiplayer in, like, a city map, you'll only be able to go into 2 or 3 of the buildings. In this, I'm pretty sure, like, 90% of the buildings are accessible, so that's really cool, people. I'm really pumped for that. And, the last thing I want to talk about, now this may not be the last thing, I may come up with some random shit at the end of this video, don't judge me if I do. But the last thing I want to talk about, now this thing is, it's kind of exciting to talk about, but it's the, damn, wow, the same thing happened, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is the, weapons that are going to be in there. If you haven't seen the trailer already, the trailer showed, a fire sword, I believe it was ice and lightning sword. Now don't quote me on that. I know it was like 3 out of the 4 staffs that were in Origins, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Because, I mean, think about it. In Origins is probably 99% of people's favorite maps. It's not personally my favorite map. My favorite map is Doris or the Giant. When the Giant comes out, I'm really glad to be able to get that. I am getting the Juggernaut edition of Black Ops 3. We'll get into that later, like in a different video. Maybe I'll do an unboxing. But another thing I'm really excited about is just these swords. It's gonna be like, are they gonna be buildables? Do you have to do certain things to get them? There's so many questions that this raises. Now, if you go back, and I'll also link I'll also put a link in the description to where you can go and find the reveal trailer for Shadows of Evil, so that you can go see for yourself. They have the swords, and that's just really cool. They only show them for a few seconds. You really kind of have to look into it. You kind of have to review it a few times. But it's really cool that I'm seeing this, because this is just, it's a breakthrough. Honestly, I think it's really awesome that we're going to be able to have new wonder weapons. I've been waiting for something like this. And when Origins came out, Origins is so fun to play, okay, because you got the 4 staffs. Now, for those of you that don't remember, but way back when in the older zombie maps, the guy who got the Wonderwall from the ray gun, yeah, he'd have 6,453 kills, and everybody else would be behind with their little pack-a-punch Thompsons or whatever, and they would only have like 500 kills, and it would really suck. The other dude would be so far ahead. But in Origins, I never found that problem. Now, the problem I found with Origins, though, is I personally like the fire and lightning staff, and whenever I get into a lobby, they're like, oh, I call the fire staff and I call the lightning staff, then I'm stuck with the 2 that I don't like, which is the ice staff and wind. I've had that happen a multitude of times, and a lot of people take the ice staff, and the wind is my least favorite. If I had to do the top 4 staffs, it would be fire first, lightning second, ice third, wind fourth. Alright, that would be my personal preferences. And I mean, I like the idea of having 4 wonder weapons, but that's the only downfall, is maybe you like a certain one, and then you get into a lobby, and they like the same one as you do, God, I should always have some water with me when I'm recording. That's #1 rule for any YouTubers that are watching this video. Always have some sort of beverage. It doesn't have to be water, just something to keep your mouth hydrated, because, you know, your mouth gets all dry, sometimes your throat starts hurting. Voice cracks are inevitable if you're doing, like, a long video. It's gonna happen. Like that right there. And yeah, so that's really all I want to talk about. Black Ops 3, that's 4 major things I found. Sort of the size of Shadows of Evil, Widow's Wine, definitely the new boss, and the Elemental Swords. I don't know if you guys noticed the Elemental Swords. I kind of know that that the whole, what was I going to say? The Widow's Wine and the, balls, I forget what the other one was. Widow's Wine is kind of something that a lot of people know about. Okay, so I mean that really doesn't, that's really not too much of a surprise to people, but I do, and the zombie boss, that's not much of a surprise, that's what I wanted to say, but I do know that the elemental swords and the whole size of transit thing, or, not transit, screw transit can go jump in a pit, anyways, I do know the whole size of, I almost said it again, damn. The whole size of Shadows of Evil, I mean, that could come as a surprise to some people. Really, I was expecting it to be like the size of Origins, you know, not even making the top 3. The top 3 biggest maps, I believe, are Transit, Moon, and... fuck, I can't really... maybe it was Origins. I don't know. But yeah, no, go post in the comments what you think about this, things that you would like for Black Ops 3 to have. I sure know that if Black Ops 3 has like the exosuit shit that you have in multiplayer, I might not even play it. I might just go back to regular Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War Zombies, because I mean that would just ruin it. Okay, no, I don't think it will, because in the reveal trailer for both maps they didn't have those things. So I'm banking on the reveal trailers being true with everything that they showed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I know I haven't posted in a while. Trust me, these posts are going to become a lot more frequent. I just got to come up with some content. I can't really record my Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 gameplay anymore because I don't have those on PC, and I don't have anything anymore to record my PS3. I will be getting one very soon, I promise you. I will be getting something to record my Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 gameplay. But when I get Black Ops 3, that's going to be on my PS4, and there's a built-in recording feature for my PS4. Now, the recording may be a little bit choppy every 15 minutes, because I know on the PS4 you can only record 15-minute segments, so, you know, it could go 15 minutes, and you'll miss a few seconds, and I'll have to restart the recording, and, you know, but whatever, it's going to be cool. At least you're going to be getting content. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Whatever, I'm always right. Not really. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night, my homies. Nope, damn, oh my god, I'm using this new recording software, and I have to go click this button to stop it. It's so annoying.